Good morning, everyone. Guess what time it is? It's time for the Level 1 podcast. It is the week finale. What a week. We got back on track this week with 6 days of streams. And let me tell you, I don't think I could be more pleased. What a great week, right? We had great progress in everything we did. We had an amazing response to Final Fantasy VI. We had tons of card packs opened. We weaned out a few things that weren't working. And we're about to add in some new ones. It's going to be a great one next week. And what we're going to do today is recap everything that we did this week, talk about the future. We have a few things to discuss, including DSP Tries It ideas, future marathon ideas, and what's the next TCG cards that we're going to be ripping, because we're going at an accelerated pace and we got to figure that out, all right? Good stuff all around. Plus, guess what? An update on Sony, and it ain't a good one. You know where Sony's saying they're going to phase out all physical games? Well, we got an update on that, okay? So, I hope you're ready to end the week strong. Sit back and relax, folks, because today, right now, it's time for an amazing week-ending edition of the Level 1 podcast. Good morning, everyone. It's time for the show. It is Friday, the 31st of July, 2026. What a month July was. Let me tell you, this month was a weird one for me, having so much going on kind of in my personal life behind the scenes that made me have the schedule be different and split up and just weird and bizarre, right? Now, here at the end of the month, we're finally back on track. I'm excited for August because in August, we actually are going to have some high-profile new releases paired in with the stuff that I've already been doing and some awesome downtime stuff. So it's going to be a good month and a good kind of second half of the summer. I'm going to talk all about it. I'm sure that you guys are excited. So good morning, everyone, and welcome. How's everyone today? I hope you enjoyed everything this week and you're ready for a strong end to the week here on the channel, because today, not only are we going to be playing Dark Souls 2, and you know how that goes. Today we're going to the Shrine of Amana, which is probably going to be pitch black and impossible to navigate. It's already difficult in the regular game. Imagine it with path tracing lighting. But then, later tonight, the return of Friday Night Fights and retro fighting games. We took a break from them last week to play Marvel Tokon's beta. They return tonight. So, this should be great, but this week went so well. First of all, it went way better than I ever thought it could go, to be frank with you. Like, I didn't suspect this week would go as well. Remember, when we had this show on Sunday, my big worry was that no one was going to like Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. It's my favorite RPG of all time. It's a game that's near and dear to my heart. It's one that I want to do a full playthrough of with modern graphics, better music, and quality of life improvements. I couldn't wait. But I've tried games like that recently, like Suikoden and stuff like that. And quite honestly, they just didn't really work. So I was nervous what was going to happen. I am now incredibly happy to report to all of you, Final Fantasy VI is doing great. The streams get good attendance, good engagement, and damn good support, and I'm very happy for that because this is a game that I absolutely love. We had 6 hours of gameplay this week of the game. Absolutely amazing time. Can't wait to continue that next week. So I want to say to anyone who attended the streams, to anyone who watched the on-demand videos, to anyone who supported in any way, All right. I want to say thank you so very, very much for that. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for allowing me to share with you a game that I have a lot of passion for. In fact, particularly last night, someone comes by the stream and they say, Phil, you know, I'm not really a fan of yours, but I'm also not a detractor. I land somewhere in the middle and I check you out from time to time. Tonight is amazing. You're playing Final Fantasy VI, and we can tell that you have big passion for this game. And it shows, it feels different than a standard gameplay stream that you do. And I answered, well, it's my favorite RPG of all time. You know, of course, I'm going to like it and be happy playing it. But the thing is, I have lots of games like this that I like, and I've tried to play them over the years, and half the time, it just doesn't work. And it's sad, you know what I mean? Like, when I really like something and I want to share that with all of you, and it means something to me to be able to play it and have a gameplay experience with an audience, and the audience just doesn't jive. It doesn't click. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. Notably, games recently, right? Metaphor. What is it, Ray Fantasio or whatever? I played the demo of it. I absolutely loved the demo, and no one cared. Everyone said this game's boring, and no one was showing up, and I couldn't play the real game because no one wanted me to play it. Or again, Suikoden, where we played the first game, and for most of that playthrough, it did well, but when I went to play the sequel, it died out and people didn't care, right? How about Expedition 33 last year, where when I was playing the game, which was a hot new game, everyone liked it, couldn't get an audience for it. People were bored of it the whole time. So I had to rush through and finish the story, and it wasn't until much later in the year that I was able to come back near the end of the year and do all the optional content that I had to skip at first. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm very happy that people did actually, you know, click with Final Fantasy VI. And what it is, a lot of people have never played or seen the game and are like, wow, that's amazing. This is an awesome game. I'm like, no kidding. You know, if you haven't played it or seen someone play it, you have missed a gem. Like, it is arguably one of the best RPGs of all time. Like I said, it is my personal preference for best RPG of all time. And by the way, the Pixel Remaster Edition is great. Okay, so the graphics are improved. They've recolored certain sprites and things to make them pop more. And me playing on an OLED, the game looks better than ever. Full widescreen backgrounds, and now a lot of the backgrounds have animation and motion that they didn't have in the previous editions. All the effects are redone to look much, much better than they were in the original games, which is awesome. The music, oh my God, the music. Again, it's completely redone from the ground up. It's all remixed editions with real instruments playing them and everything. Like, oh my Lord, the music is absolutely outstanding. And tons of quality of life improvements, including always being able to walk fast without sprint shoes, being able to walk in diagonals now, which saves a lot of time, quick saving at any point. So if you're in the middle of a dungeon and you run out of time, you can just quick save and resume from there next time. Brilliant, right? Among many other things, although there are a couple weird, bizarre things. For example, we were last night in the Phantom Woods. We were fighting the Phantom Train. He dies in like 3 hits. Originally, if you remember, the Phantom Train is actually a skill check and one of the harder parts of the game early on. It can hit you with status effects that make one of your party members completely worthless. And usually is like he's a HP sink, you know what I mean? Like a tank. In this case, he died right away. I was like, huh? I'm a little confused about that choice. But outside of that, for the most part, absolutely loving this experience with the game. It's a really great version. So, number one, I recommend it. If you haven't played Final Fantasy VI, or if you're looking for a great experience, this is a great modern way to experience it. This is a really good addition. It's not a hack job or anything. That's number one. But I want to say thank you because people liked it so much. We played it 3 times this week, okay? And get this. We had so much support for Final Fantasy VI this week. On one stream, we opened half the box of Final Fantasy Magic cards and finished them. And then when we played last night, we did half the box and nearly finished the One Piece cards that we just started opening. So the support for this game is off the charts, ridiculous. Now, again, I don't expect that every single time we play Final Fantasy VI, it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be every once in a while, we're going to have a great night, and then between we'll have good nights. And if that's the case, thank you. As long as we can have good nights of Final Fantasy VI, that's going to make me feel confident that I can keep playing it and keep doing all of the content and enjoying it at a nice slow burn pace over the course of August, and likely, if we do all the content, maybe even into September, and hopefully finishing it right before all the new releases hit, okay? So, I'm now stoked for August, because we're going to have a month of awesome Final Fantasy VI, and I'm so happy, and thank you so much for that, really. I want to just say to you guys, thank you for allowing me to share this experience with you. It means something to me. It means a lot, okay? There you go. So now here's the funny part, is that in regards to that, now we have opened, I'm not kidding, in 1 week, basically 2 boxes of cards again. And now we got to figure out what's next, because we only have 3 packs of One Piece left, and then a bonus pack that the seller gave me. It's a Japanese pack that we're going to open. Then we're back to Pokemon Pitch Black for half a box. That's what we got left. Then the Pal World cards are actually coming over the weekend, so I should have those for Sunday. But once we get through all those, which likely will be by like early to mid next week, we need something else. And the question is, what do we do? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to do Magic. Why? Magic cards take too long. Opening 5 to 10 packs of Magic cards takes over an hour. There's too many cards in the pack. It's just too arduous of an experience. I'm not saying I'm never doing Magic cards again. I'm just saying, for now, I want to stay away from them. Maybe we wait for a reason to go back, okay? The One Piece cards are good in regards to the art. They're amazing. And by the way, last night, we got 2 amazing hits. One card worth $31. It's a Blackbeard card. And the other one, a $58 card of Boa Hancock. And they look great. You know what I mean? Like, they're really nice looking cards. So I'm just blown away by the quality of those cards. The card stock's great. The art is great. The sets are great. And the sets are small. I was looking last night at the list of One Piece cards in this set. I almost have the whole set. I think I'm missing 3 cards from 1 box. That's awesome. I hate it when the set's huge. Like with Magic, the set's like 200, 300 cards. You'd have to buy 5, 6 boxes to get the whole set. In this case, you could get the whole set in 1 box or be really darn close. So I'm actually really happy with those cards. So maybe next week we do that. Okay? Now, someone made a suggestion. They actually said there is this other thing called Union Arena. Okay? And Union Arena is a card line that collaborates with anime and manga. Okay? So, for example, they've done Attack on Titan. They've done Bleach. They've done Full Metal Alchemist, etc. Okay? I would be possibly interested on that. However, when I was looking it up, I was like, what ones would I be interested in? Well, definitely Full Metal Alchemist, okay? They're not available readily. They're on back order. You have to order them and wait like 2 weeks to get a box. And I was like, oh, see, that's disappointing. You can get Japanese versions, but the Japanese versions, obviously, we're not going to be able to read them. And also, I was looking for like apps and stuff that I could use to scan the cards and figure out the value. And the apps right now are basically set up for the English and not for the Japanese. So, I don't know if you'd be interested in Union Arena. Obviously, we could always do another box of Pokemon cards, but here's the issue we're running into now with Pokemon. We've done all the modern cards. Like, no exaggeration, okay? I'm going to read you all the listings of modern Pokemon sets. Ready? Okay? Pitch Black, that's what we're doing right now. Chaos Rising, we already did it. Perfect Order, we already did it. Ascended Heroes, we're working on those as bonus packs. We already did it. Phantasmal Flames, we already did it. Mega Evolution, we already did it. You see? So, you might say, well, what about other ones from like last year? Prismatic Evolutions, we're working on it. Destined Rivals, we have opened those. Those are way premium. So now you go back to like sets like Black Bolt or White Flare, and here's where you start to run into the problem. Anything from last year, I'm not kidding, is insanely expensive. Even boxes that don't make sense. Like, for example, there's a base Scarlet and Violet set. That was from 2023. If you look at the value of the cards, they're not very high. Like, the most valuable card in that set is like $60 or $70. That's it. Okay? So what does the box cost? Oh, like $400. For what reason? Literally none. There's actually no reason. But any Pokemon cards that are older than the most recent sets are just overinflated in price literally for no reason. There's no value there that you would pay more, yet they charge more. Don't ask me how that sustains a market. It makes no sense. For the market, it should be the level of demand based on value should determine the price. But that's not the case with these cards. It's just like, oh, well, if they're older than a year or two, they're insanely expensive for no reason, even if there's no valuable cards in there. Then how does that make sense? You know? And why would people pay it? That's the other question, because the prices only stay that level if people pay them. Why are you paying that? Just don't buy it. If you don't buy it at that price, the prices will drop. So anyway, this is the problem right now with Pokemon cards, right? Is we really have nothing to go to. We could redo one. Like, for example, if you wanted me to do a second box of Perfect Order or a second box of, well, we already did Mega Evolution twice. We already did Chaos Rising twice, right? We did Pitch Black twice, actually. So honestly, yeah, like the only one I could think of is maybe do like Perfect Order. Or we could look for a box from last year that's not overly expensive. But I was even looking, even like Journey Together. This is a box where the top card's worth $120, and for the most part, people don't like the set. That's almost $400 for a box. Huh? So I'm almost thinking, at this point, that maybe we either give Pokemon a break, or there is an alternative, Japanese cards. Because the Japanese cards are readily available. For example, we have only opened Abyss Eye in Japanese cards, and then we also opened, what was it called? Where is it? Stellar... How was it called? Stellar Miracle, right? The Japanese cards are more readily available, okay? They're cheaper, and they make sense value-wise. Like, for example, on average, you can get a box between $100 to $150, and you can still get hits that are almost equivalent to the value of the English cards. The sets look nice, and they're much smaller. Meaning, if you buy a set of Japanese cards, typically there's maybe 100 cards in the set, so it's easier to get the whole set. With the English cards, they have sets that are 200-300 cards. Like, how are you going to get that unless you buy, like, 5-6 boxes, right? So, basically what I would say is, if we're going to do Pokemon again, we either have to do a redo, which would basically have to be like Perfect Order again or something like that, or we could go to Japanese cards. So that's one option, is redo like a box like Perfect Order, or do Japanese cards, all right, which I'm fine with either one, or stay away from Pokemon for a bit and go over and do other stuff. One Piece is good. Like, I like this box of One Piece, okay? I had a really good time with this box. I think the art is great. We got 3 hits already that are over $100 of value, which is excellent for a box like that. And the pricing is decent. It's not overly expensive, but it's not cheap. It's kind of middle road. I looked into it, okay? And I can get either of the previous 2 One Piece boxes right now. Like, I could literally order it right now and get it here in the next couple of days, actually. One of them, the one that's before the one we're doing, is called Set 15, Adventure on Kami's Island. And you might say, Kami, like, Kami is like from Dragon Ball. But, you know, remember Kami was up in the sky? No. In Japanese culture, Kami technically means a god or godlike figure. In One Piece, there was a plot line where they went up into a floating island and fought a guy who called himself God, but he actually wasn't. And so, for the set, they're calling it Kami's Island, but you know what it is? It's the Skypiea arc. Remember the arc that I told you guys? I've seen the entirety of the arc, and I know everything about it because I've actually watched it now twice. I actually watched it back in the day, in the 2000s, and I just last year watched it again when I was skimming through One Piece stuff on Netflix. So I know the Skypiea arc, okay? That's number one. Or there's another set from before that one called Set 14, the Azure Seas 7. And I think that's just high-ranking pirates. And it's a more generic set. It's not specific to a timeline. It's more like, oh, generic. So we could do either of those, okay? So I'm okay with that too. Like, so that's what I'm thinking. Right now, we could either immediately do a quick new box of Pokemon cards, like redoing Perfect Order or something like that, or we could do a Japanese box of Pokemon cards. Either of those would be fine. Or if you want to do One Piece again, we could do One Piece again. So the question is, what do you want to do? Because I actually have to make the decision. What I was thinking is over my day off, I would order something so we could have it early next week. Because right now, likely today, we're going to finish the One Piece cards because we only have 3 packs left. And then we're going to be going to Pitch Black, and that'll last a few days. But then we're going to need something else. And we do have Pal World coming. And by the way, I've seen the Pal World cards. They don't look that bad. They don't look great either, to be honest with you. They're kind of but some of the hits look good. Like the hit cards of Pal World look good. And already people are starting to open and price these cards. So within the next few days, the pricing will be out there and we'll be able to know if the cards have any value. Okay? So we're going to need more for next week, and that's what we're trying to figure out. So let's get some feedback. Okay? In fact, how about this? Let's do a poll right now on both chats. What would you guys like more? Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Let's set up a poll, and let's try to get live feedback, okay? Because I really need the feedback right now. Okay, so let's set this up. All right, here it comes. Everyone, please vote in the chat on this poll. I'd love to get your feedback. Let's see what people have to say. The poll is now live. You got about 5 minutes to vote. Let me know what you think, okay? Cool. So, yeah, let's see how that goes, and it'll help me get an idea of what to do next, okay? Cool. All right, so that's what's going on with Final Fantasy and with cards, but what I want to get you guys caught up on is everything else that went down this week, because, again, it was a wild week where some things worked, some things didn't, and next week we are going to have schedule changes. We just need to have them. It's, you know, it's a kind of a necessary evil of when you are playing and juggling so much that some things need to eventually shift around. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay? Let's see here. Layla says, what about Disney Lorcana? The thing... well, hold on. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, my God. There is a ton. Because I did look into this. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot. Lorcana is very similar to One Piece. Okay? Where there's tons of sets. It's 24 packs with 12 cards in a pack. Okay? Wow. I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it if you guys were interested. I just don't know anything about it, and there's a ton of sets. Like, all I did was do a general search, and I see Rise of the Floodborn, Archazia's Island. I don't know who the hell Archazia is. Wilds Unknown, Into the Inklings, Reign of Jafar, Shimmering Skies. See, there's a ton. So I guess the question would be, number one, would anyone care so much about Lorcana to try that? I would be open to trying Lorcana. Actually, hold on a second, because I think one of the apps that I've been using actually sorts by the sets themselves, so I could actually see what the latest one is. Let me see. Here's Lorcana. So sets in series. Whoa. So the last one was called Attack of the Vine. Then there was Wilds Unknown, Winter Spell, Winters in the Well, Fabled, Reign of Jafar, There's the Azakalia's Island, Azurite Sea, Shimmering Skies, Ursula's Return, Into the England, Rise of the Floodborn, the first chapter. So it's relatively new. It's actually relatively new. According to this, Attack of the Vine is the more recent one. Don't see that one readily available. Maybe it's not out yet. Yeah. What's the one before that? They're saying Wilds Unknown. Whoa, it's way expensive. Why? Maybe because that's the latest one. It's like in demand. Let me check. Yeah, it's way expensive, that latest box. It's trying to give me price history. So it started in early July. Yeah, the price ranges from anywhere from $150 all the way up to $400. The current price being $300. It just seems overly expensive for me to try something. Winter Spell. I'm trying to look at these different ones. Also way expensive. This one's even more expensive. Okay. Whispers in the... I'm trying every single one. Whispers in the Well. I don't even see that one available yet right now. I'm sure I could find it if I looked other places, but... Okay. I'm trying to find one that's like easily available that I could get right away and it wouldn't be insanely expensive. Because I'd be down to try it this week. No. That one's not there either. Okay, so Reign of Jafar. This would be a, this one would obviously be all Aladdin themed, although it looks like it's not. Like when I look at it, it's not all Aladdin themed. It's got Rapunzel on the box. It's got Minnie Mouse on the box. Why are they on the Reign of Jafar? I guess what is just a general guide. It's just a general guide. It's not necessarily 100% all those cards. Oh, which actually I found out. So remember I just said the One Piece set, it's called Adventure on Kami's Island. The whole set is not just about that. It has other characters. Like I was looking at the cards. I was like, oh, Brooke is there and Boa Hancock. Like they were way later in the timeline. Why would they be in that set? Because it's not exactly... you know what I'm saying? It's not exactly the same. Okay. So right now, just for the record, here's how the polling is going. It's actually bizarre. On the kick side, people say redo an English Pokemon and then do a One Piece as the second. On the YouTube side, people are saying do a new One Piece set as the most amount of votes, and the least is redo the English set. So it's split, you know? But I mean, more than about half the people on YouTube, so it would be about 60 to 70 people voted for One Piece, while only 20 people voted for the English Pokemon, and 17... So, all right, overall, One Piece won. Overall, One Piece won this poll. Okay. You know what we can do? We can do both. We could try Lorcana, but we could also get another One Piece box. So that could be the next stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing here says, so Lorcana originally was all Disney stuff and fans were eagerly awaiting Pixar, and now the latest boxes have Pixar. Hence, that's why they're in demand and are more expensive. Rumor has it Marvel will be added eventually. Okay, this all makes sense. So the Jafar set, I could actually get pretty easily. And what's the other one? Archezia's Island. Let's see here. I can't even say it. Archazia. Not Archazea. Archezia's Island. Nah, this one's not readily available. You'd have to wait like a week or two, it looks like. Oh, wait. Maybe... Hold on. Hold on. Okay, no. I could get it within a few days. Who the hell is Archazea? Archazia. Who is Archazia? Let me find this out. Who is Archazia? An original ancient character and master Illumineer from the Disney Lorcana trading card game universe who serves as a central focal point. Oh, they made her up. No wonder I didn't know who she was. Yeah. Okay. All right, so maybe, I mean, to be honest, we could possibly do both, right? We could try a box of Lorcana, and we could do a new set of One Piece, and maybe that's what we could do. So we'll finish One Piece, finish Pitch Black, do the Pal World, then either go to Lorcana or go to One Piece or vice versa. It doesn't matter, and that'll probably get us through, at the very least, next week, right? Okay. Very good. Layla says there's over 10 cards in that Jafar set worth over $200. It's a great set to try. And I could get that. The Jafar one's available. That Archazia is available. Basically, it looks like anything from that era, like early this year, is available. The latest boxes, it looks like, are in demand right now, like you said, because Pixar's in them. So those are going to be too expensive and probably take too long to get here. All right, all right, this is exactly the feedback that I was looking for. All right, so thank you for that. This is going to help me, you know, on my day off tomorrow. I'll look at everything and I'll determine what I want to do. I'll probably put in an order or two, and we'll go from there. Cool. Sweet. All right. Good stuff. Thank you for the feedback, right? Now let's talk about the games that I played this week and what's happened to all of them. Ready? I'm on fire. I'm on fire this morning. So, here's how everything went. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond has done decently, but not great. And what I mean by that is, we get good attendance and engagement. Support is up and down for that game. I still want to keep playing it. I mean, we've been playing it for a long time now, so I am going to keep it in the rotation, okay? We're already to the point where we just finished the Dialga boss fight, which is the legendary of the game, and now we're going to head into the final gym, and then I guess the Elite Four, and then technically the end of the game. So that's coming up in the next several streams of it that we do next week. However, this is very important. Everyone, please listen, okay? So, you ready? Pokemon is becoming a night stream next week. Don't freak out. I know Pokemon has been a daytime stream for a very long time, okay? But next week, we've got multiple new games coming out. I need day streams to try new games. It's just that simple. That's how it works, okay? Pokemon is not a new game, okay? It's a remake of an old Pokemon game. You know, other things have to take priority. And I apologize to those who love Pokemon and are going to be upset. Like, for example, I know Matthew already posted up and was like, well, if you make it a night stream, that means that I'm going to miss streams, and or I'm going to have to, like, have a weird sleep schedule. I hear ya. Sorry. I can't please everyone. I've tried to please the Pokemon fans since the fall when we did Pokemon Legends ZA. There's always been Pokemon in the rotation. We have to basically downgrade Pokemon at this point. To be frank, the streams aren't doing as well. I still like it, and I want to keep it in the rotation, but we need to play it less, and we need to focus more on other games. So, Brilliant Diamond will continue next week, but it becomes a nighttime stream starting Sunday. Okay? There you go. Final Fantasy, I already told you, is doing exceptionally well. The streams have great attendance, engagement, and support. The videos on demand are just doing okay. It's an old game, and I've already played it many times, so my longtime fans have already seen me play the game. So I'm not shocked that it's not doing huge numbers or whatever. At the same time, the streams are doing outstanding, so let's keep going, okay? That's going to remain as night streams next week to balance with Pokemon, FYI. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Let me put it this way. The streams end up being very chill. We have a great audience for that game who come by, and they come by specifically just for that game. They help me out to find hidden items and things and to guide me around to say what to do, what order to do the content. And it's a slow burn, open world, very chill game full of content. The graphics are great, but yeah, it's fallen off, meaning attendance is lower now and support. Last time we played it, I made $80, and that was for the long stream. You know what I mean? So again, I'm gonna keep it in the rotation, but it's not going to be as frequent once the new games come out. We are gonna keep playing it as daytime stream, but I need to focus on the new stuff more. Just so you know, it'll stay in the rotation, but because it fell off a bit, it's gonna be played less. Dark Souls 2 continues, right? It really does, and it's been a fun and interesting and crazy run, this game. We're playing it again today. We just did Drangleic Castle, as you can see right here, and now we're heading into Shrine of Amana. Man, it's an ultra challenging run with the lighting. Like, it's been so hard because I have to keep farming torches and stuff, but it's working, right? Like, people show up for it. I really hope that you guys will support it. There have been some slow Dark Souls streams, just for the record. There's been some streams that have been low support streams, and I'm like, I don't know what happened, but then other days people get excited for it. So it's kind of up and down. It will continue for now. Like I said, I want to keep playing it over August. I would love to do the DLCs, but I have to see what happens. If it ends up kind of dying out because now new games are coming out, then we're probably just going to end it at the standard ending. We're probably not going to do the DLCs. I want to do the DLCs. Let me make this abundantly clear. I want to do them, but I need people to actually support the game. Okay? Okay. So that's what's going on right now. And Pal World ended, as you all know. And I've seen some of the most hilarious crash outs over this. Not me. People reacting to it. Oh, how dare he not play Pal World? He quit it only because of money and this and that. And it's like, guys, I like Pal World. I made this abundantly clear. I like the game, and I wish to keep playing it. But when the entire audience on stream complains when I play it and says it's boring and no one supports the stream, I have to do the right choice because I'm an entertainer. I don't stream to entertain myself. I stream to entertain you. That's the point. That's my job. Does that make sense? I'm a public entertainer. My content is for public consumption. And the idea is that you watch it, you enjoy it, and you reciprocate. That's what allows me to make a living. If that doesn't happen, then I have to do other things. With Pal World, people didn't show up. They did not engage. They did not support. And they actively complained it was boring. Twice. First, when the game first came out in 2024. And again now. So how is it my fault? Because people crash out. Oh, you're only about the money. You're only about this. What the hell are you talking about? Where were you? I played the game. I liked it. No one showed up. So what do you want me to do about that? Play a game no one wants? Are you stupid? On planet Earth, what business operates on providing a product no one wants? Does it ever work? I mean, I would say that's probably some of the worst business decisions ever. Remember the Wii U, the console no one wanted, and it failed. I don't want to fail. I want to succeed in life. I want to be, you know, someone who has some relevance that can entertain an audience that will then allow me to enjoy my life by reciprocating with support. So I have to play things you want. Crashing out and yelling at me saying that, oh, it's all about the money. No, it's about being smart, not being a dumbass. This is not my hobby. I don't stream for free. This is my living. This is how I support my family. If you don't get that, grow up. Okay? Grow up. 2 words. Grow up. This is reality now. This is not fantasy life. This is not rainbow and unicorns land. This is not the fantasy world of the internet because you grew up completely linked to the internet your whole life and you think that everything is magical. It's not. In reality, people have to do things that constitute work that will then allow them to earn a living so that they can survive. I have to play things that you guys want that you'll then say, oh, this is good, and then you'll support it. Hence, like with Final Fantasy VI, what's going on right now. Okay, people are loving it and they're supporting it, so I'll keep playing it. Pal World didn't work twice. I like the game. I think it's great. I would love to keep playing it. If I do, it'll be offline for my own personal amusement. It won't be online because you guys didn't like it, period. If you don't like that, grow up. Don't crash out and yell at me. I'm not the one that didn't show up and didn't support the stream. Okay. So that's what's going on. No more Pal World. Pokemon now becomes a night stream. We continue with Final Fantasy VI, which is doing great. We continue with Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Dark Souls 2, which aren't doing as well, but we'll keep going with them for now. And next week, we have a couple new things going on, so let's talk about those, and then we can just chill for the rest of the morning, or the rest of the podcast. Excuse me, what a faux pas. See that? So, here we go. Ready? Next week, we have the release of Beast of Reincarnation. This game is a huge question mark. A huge question mark. All right? No one knows if it's going to be good. It's from Game Freak, the makers of Pokemon. That's what they're known for. This is their first, like, major non-Pokemon outing in ages. So will it be good? I don't know. It comes out on Tuesday. It's a Game Pass game. We're going to give it a try. Okay? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be complete garbage. Who knows? But it's worth trying and seeing if it's entertaining. If it is, we'll keep it in the rotation. If we play it and we hate it, we won't play it again. Pretty simple cause and effect right there. Okay? Now also, next week is the release of Marvel Tokon, the new fighting game. I tried the beta 1 week ago, and it was a mess, okay? The graphics were great. The world design, the character design, the gameplay elements seemed sound, but the game played like utter dog shit online. The ranked and casual matchmaking didn't properly work, meaning that you had to just play randoms in lobbies, and the connections were atrocious. So, if they don't fix that, this game will fail on PC. Now, I don't know if it's better on PlayStation, okay? But the game releases next Friday. But I'm not here next Friday. Let me reiterate that. I'm not here next Friday. I'm going to be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm off both Friday and Saturday of next week after a crazy long, very arduous, very stream-filled July. I need 2 days off, okay? So when I come back on that Sunday, that's when we're going to start with my coverage of Marvel Tokon. But the question is, what version will I be playing? I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to listen to the community and what everyone's saying online. If people outright agree that the PlayStation version is the definitive and better version, I'm going to get it on PS5. If the PC version has been fixed since the beta, and now you can find people in the online play works, then we're going to get it on PC. And the truth is, I think we're going to get good content out of it regardless, because it's going to have offline content that has awesome plot lines based on teams of superheroes. Like, there's the X-Men, there's the Avengers, there's a villains team, and each one has its own content, like a campaign to play. Plus, it's got arcade mode. So there is offline content to do. Even if the online's busted, we'll still get some out of it. But then, obviously, I want to play the game online. I would love to have an awesome, online time with it, learn the ropes, try to play competitively. I'm not saying that that will happen and I'll play it long term. I'm saying I at least want to give it a try. But it actually has to work. All right? So we're going to see what happens. All right? We're going to have to play it by ear. It's actually maybe a good thing I'm not playing it on release day, because if I did, I might have release day woes where the matchmaking doesn't work again and the game's just a hideous mess. So I'll come back to it in a couple of days after on that Sunday. I'll determine, based on feedback online, what's the better version, and that'll determine what I play that Sunday. Okay? Now, outside of Marvel Tokon, there are a few things that are going on during the month. For example, the Gears of War E-Day beta also starts on Friday. So what I'll probably end up doing is playing Marvel Tokon on Sunday, and if it's still going on Monday, I'll probably play the Gears of War beta, but I'm not sure if it's going to be going or not. I have to look into that to find out the full information. But the good news here is there's nothing major going on in August till the end of the month. At the very end of the month, we have the Metal Gear Solid Collection 2, which is going to have Metal Gear Solid 4, which you guys have already expressed desire to see me play. And then we also have Resonance: A Plague Legacy, the new game in the Plague Tale line, even though it doesn't look like it has anything to do with the rats, which is kind of weird. So we do have a couple new games at the end of the month, but that means we have all month to focus on what we're doing, right? If we ended up playing Beast of Reincarnation, we'll have time. If we end up playing Marvel Tokon, we have time. We can focus on the other games, get far in them, beat them, etc. So it's actually a good thing that we can focus on the games we're playing now and then get to the new stuff at the end of the month. Okay? Okay. So I have some shout-outs to do. All right. And then we're going to chill for the rest of the show. Are we ready? So first off, I don't think... No, I just want to refresh to make sure that this isn't... Okay, good. All right, so we start off today with Dick B. Reether. What a nice name. $2 super chat, and he says, Phil, I picked up Devil May Cry 2. You should replay it. I never played Devil May Cry 2. That's the one I skipped. I purposefully skipped it because if you remember, many years ago, they came out with I'm just going to say his name is Dick, okay? They came out with a collection, an HD collection on PS3, I think it was, and I had never played Devil May Cry at all, okay? So, I played 1, and I played 3. Later on, I played 4. Then I played the newer ones. Then I played the reboot. The only one I never played was 2. Why didn't I play 2? Because you told me not to. Back then, the viewers actually reached out to me and said, Phil, Devil May Cry 2 is widely accepted as a mistake. It plays differently than the first one. After 2, they went back in 3, and it plays more similarly to the first one. Like, they made a lot of bad decisions in 2, okay? So I guess you can kind of compare it to Dark Souls 2, which we're playing right now, where it really feels like a departure from the first game, and then in 3, it feels more like 1. That's what people said. So I never played Devil May Cry 2. I don't know if I would like it or not, okay? Okay. Baddie for Life... 25 months as a member, so I hope you're doing well. I'm ready for some Dark Souls 2. And then they dropped a £4.99 super chat. So let's see how the pounds conversion is today. $4.99. That is $6.73. So who was that? That was Baddie for Life, I believe. So thank you to Baddie for Life for a $6.73 super chat. And he said, did you ever play Hollow Knight? Yes, we did a full playthrough together just a few months ago. Because I actually liked... Silk Song so much that I actually said, hey, would you guys want to see me go back and play Hollow Knight now? And everyone gave me a resounding reply, yes, we would like to see you go back and play Hollow Knight. My screen, yeah, my thing's all frozen. Sorry. I got distracted because my chat froze. Okay. So, I absolutely, positively loved Silk Song. As hard of a game as it was, I loved the experience. People loved it too. And people asked me at the time, would you play Hollow Knight? And I said, sure. So earlier this year, we had some downtime, and I did a full playthrough of Hollow Knight, including the DLC content, and you can check that right here on the channel. It's live. In fact, I bought both the Silk Song and Hollow Knight t-shirts that I wear on streams occasionally because I like the game so much. Bilbo Swaggins did a 500 kicks. He says, you saying like a game is like a detective telling a suspect they're a good person, you're screwed when it happens. What? Does anyone have any idea what he just said? Do I even want to try to interpret it? Here's what I'm going to say. Bilbo Swaggins, thanks for the 500 kicks. I really appreciate that. However, you might want to try English next time that you send me a message so we all know what you're talking about, okay? Just so you know, English is the common denominator language around here that people understand the most. So come back and try it. Okay. Jackathon. This guy's name is Jackathon. He did a $2 super chat. If everyone stopped tipping for all games, then what? Well, then there'd be no streamers. Because if people stopped tipping for content, no one would stream because you can't make a living doing it. Thanks for $2. And we have Zig Ziggler with a $2 super chat saying, Phil, I was banned by accident. Can you please unban? No, because I banned you on purpose because you were being a negative dick in chat saying that I only quit Pal World because of money when I outright just explained fully what was going on. So your opinion's irrelevant and I don't want to hear it. Thanks for the $2. Alrighty then. All right, so we had a lot to talk about today. That was 50 freaking minutes, right? But I covered everything. Now I know. Probably get another piece, another set of One Piece, and maybe try Lorcana, because we haven't tried it yet. See how they work, right? I'll also be doing some new stuff next week. We got a good variety of stuff going on with games right now. Everything's going good for the summer. I'm excited. Oh, by the way, when we come back on Sunday, I'll change my backdrop a little bit, but not too much. I think all I'm going to do, I'm going to change the panels back to the black again, and I'm going to have some fresh animations. I'll probably get some fresh animations here for August, so that you won't see the same ones over and over. But for the most part, I've enjoyed my backdrop as it's been, okay? Now, the one thing that I'm thinking about doing is buying an actual real piece of furniture. For those who don't know, this is just a crappy metal stand that I've had for like over a decade. And all I do is put a piece of like felt over the top and I put shit on it. That's it. Okay. It's trash. Okay. But it served its purpose. I've updated my set. I've already gotten rid of the stuff that was on the one side, right? Now we have stuff here on my actual desk. That's what this is. My actual desk that my monitors and everything is on. So I think maybe it's time to get rid of this. So what I'm going to do, likely in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to find a piece of furniture to put here, whether it's, you know, like a stand, a bookcase, something. I'm thinking transparent, because if it's transparent, then you can still see the lighting through it. You know what I mean? You want to probably see what's behind it. So maybe it'll be something that's glass or plastic or something. I don't know. But what I want to do is have more shelves. Like I want to have a shelf here where maybe I could put classic games, and I can still have my cards up top, or maybe vice versa, have the cards down here and have the classic games up here. Because now we have the classic games that I cleaned up and I put into storage, and I want to display some of them. And I think what I could do is I could alternate those out, but then when we have holidays, like it's Halloween, maybe I could have some Halloween decorations down there, you know? Because right now I'm kind of limited with my space, and like I don't want to really, like people are, well, where's the signs? Where's the game over sign? Where's the ghost? I don't really want to put those up right now because I don't have room. I already have this guy, and then the cards, and there's no room for anything, right? So I think what I will do is over August, I will look for something, all right, that will basically replace this stand, and we'll have more to the backdrop. For now, I'm very limited with what I can do with it. So what I'm just going to do for August right now is I'm just going to update the animations and probably swap to the black panels in the background, and that's going to be our August backdrop, okay? And then we'll see if I can get something new for this side over the course of the month. Fair enough? Now, I think you guys have enjoyed my return to classic animations. The feedback I was getting in early July was that the animations were way too complicated, and therefore you wanted more simple. So I went back to the simple animations, and I have had zero complaints. Zero. So what I'm thinking is keep those animations for now, and then maybe when we head into the fall, then I swap them out for new ones or different ones. And of course, when we hit Halloween and Christmas, we're going to have those themed animations as well, but that's a ways off, okay? So just to tell you, I know that usually every month, we have a situation where I kind of swap out stuff, but in this case, I don't think I'm going to swap much. I'm just going to update animations, do a little bit of backdrop change, but for the most part, it'll be the same for August until I find something nice to put here, okay? Okay. Good stuff, right? Alrighty then. All right, guys, so we have covered everything that I wanted to talk about. And what I would say now is we still have some time left to kind of chill for the end of the podcast. So go ahead and type in the chat and tag me so I know that you're talking to me. And let's see what you guys want to talk about. Let's do a little bit of Q&A to end the show today before we start up Dark Souls 2. And by the way, thank you to those who supported early. Remember how it works. On the streams, I open TCG cards at the end of the stream on a show called DSP Pack Rips, depending on the levels of support that I receive. Okay? If you do a $50 contribution, that's a guaranteed pack of cards to be opened. If we hit $100 cumulative support on the stream, that's a pack. $150, that's a pack. $200, that's a pack. Okay? We have bigger milestones. If someone does a $100 contribution, we open a more premium pack of Prismatic Evolutions, which we have 2 left of. If we hit 250 of cumulative support, that's another premium pack, okay? So today I have 3 packs left of One Piece The Time of Battle, and there was a bonus pack that was given to me by the seller, a Japanese pack of the One Piece Set 8. So if we finish those 3 packs of One Piece in one go, I will open a bonus pack of Japanese cards for you. So we'll get to see the difference between the Japanese and the English version of One Piece while we do that. Okay? So if we open all 3 packs of One Piece, I'll open this as well as a bonus. Okay? Then once we're done with the One Piece, we go back to my box of Pokemon Pitch Black. We're not even halfway through that box, so there's definitely more hits in the box. And then after that, we got the Pal World cards coming, and then I'm going to have other stuff I'm going to order for next week. Like I said, maybe Lorcana and maybe another box of One Piece, okay? Okay, so that is what we're doing today. All right, so I see there's quite a lot of trolls today. You want to know why? Because we had such a great week, and last night was so well supported at Final Fantasy VI. My trolls can't stand it. Okay, they literally can't take it. They're going nuts. They're losing their minds. They're tearing and gnashing their teeth. They're ripping their shirts off. They're so upset that DSP is successful playing Final Fantasy VI, and he's opening cards. He's getting giant hits, you know, big rare cards. They can't stand it. So they're sitting here with massive amounts of sock accounts today, screaming, crying, bitching, complaining, soiling their dirty diapers live as I stream. They just can't control their wrath. Very nice. I know, Layla, and I apologize. She says so many annoying people in chat today. I apologize for it. Okay? Okay, let's see what people want to talk about. What are my thoughts on Halo Evolved? What do you mean? Halo Evolved? You mean Campaign Evolved? I'm not playing it. I'm not interested in it because it's the same campaign a third time. I played the original Halo. I played Halo when the Master Chief Collection came out. This is exactly the same thing again, but they've actually tweaked it for the worse. Everyone playing it says it sucks. I'm not wasting time on it. Really? James says the Pal World booster boxes were $50. Well, guess what? Now they're $200 because now the people have their hands on them, opening the cards, seeing the quality, and now they're trying to resell and scam. So because I got in at ground level and bought a box, I may be good. Like, they're actually saying there's like 3 or 4 cards in the set that are going to be very valuable. We'll see what happens when I get them. It's 12 packs of 7 cards, so that's what, 84 cards? Maybe I'll get a good one. We'll see. Okay. What's up, Blood Rain? How are you? Layla says, these idiots are saying in your chat your cards are fake even though we watched you open them live. Yeah, because these people are not smart. They're really not. They still believe that I ordered that Mega Greninja EX as a single rather than in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're nuts. These people are fucking crazy. The shit that they say. Because, again, they can't cope with reality. These people grew up online. They don't have a real life. Like, to us, right now, everyone has a rational thought, here's what I want you to do. All right? I'm serious. Look away from your screen. Don't look at me right now. You can listen to my voice, but don't look at your screen. Look at your room. Look at all the nice stuff around you, right? Where you live. That's reality. You see that? That's you. That's the real you living in real life. What you're seeing on your screen right now, me, yeah, I exist, but this isn't your reality. But for some people, this is reality. Like the internet, this la-la land of fantasy nonsense, this is their reality. They just live online, and that's their existence. They hate being away from the screen. The moment they're away from the screen, they can't handle their horrible lives and realities, so they lose it. So they make up crazy shit, and they group with people online in this virtual community of way nonsensical garbage, and they actually believe their own bullshit because they're fucking crazies, okay? That's the people we deal with on a daily basis. The crazies. Not real people, not normal people, weirdos. Bizarre, broken individuals. That's the kind of people that say this dumb shit. Normal people would never say that. Okay, we did not talk about that. Let's talk about it really quickly, Assassin Gamer. Sony made the announcement a couple weeks ago that they're no longer going to do physical media games starting in 2028. The entire industry shook. Everyone said, ooh, this is it. After GTA 6 announced no physical discs, now Sony's saying we're not even going to make physical discs anymore in a year and a half. Everyone freaked out. And, of course, there was a ton of backlash on the internet. Everyone saying, screw Sony. We're not going to forget this. We hate you. We're going to boycott. We're not going to buy. There's even supposedly like a 2-week boycott of Sony or something happening in August that gamers apparently are staging, okay? So how did Sony respond? Well, first, they didn't post on their social media for over a week. Then when they did, they completely ignored all the downvotes, all the negative comments, and everyone that slammed them when they started doing arbitrary normal posts again. And it was just revealed today that internally Sony had one of their meetings, you know, talking about revenue and everything. And during the meeting, here's what management said. So we're well aware of the public outcry against us saying we're not doing physical media anymore. Yet we don't care. We feel like it's the right decision to do based on the digital movement that most people are buying digitally these days. So we're just going to do it anyway. And we think it's going to die out. It's not really going to have an impact. We're not really too worried. So there you go. That's officially what the management at Sony have said publicly. They don't care about anyone's feedback. They're going to do what they want, and they don't care about your feelings. So do with that as you may. If you feel that a company that outright says we don't care what our customer base says should have your money, then by all means continue to give Sony your money. Buy games on Sony property, right, or Sony platforms. Buy Sony produced and published games. Buy more PlayStations and PlayStation accessories. Do that. If you feel like their decision is anti-consumer, it's pro-greed, that they're trying to control the games marketplace and make it so that since they can only buy games digitally, that they'll now control the pricing. And if you think that this is predatory, don't buy Sony. Say, I refuse to buy Sony products. I will not buy their consoles. I will not buy their controllers. I will not pay for PS Plus online. I will not buy their games at all. We'll boycott Sony. Because this is the absolute positive truth. The absolute only way. By the way, I misclicked. Look at this bullshit. I just misclicked. I was trying to ban someone, and the YouTube chat is so delayed. Let me fix this. Okay. Wow, the YouTube chat is insanely delayed. There. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So, that is the absolute positive only way you can tell Sony this is what we don't want. You have to put your money where your mouth is, or in this case, you have to take the money away from where you don't think the company has the best interest, okay? So I'm not exaggerating. If you feel like it's a huge deal that Sony will no longer make physical games, you have to skip Marvel Tokon because that's a Sony-produced game. I'm not kidding. If you feel that Sony may be trying to do predatory practices and control the marketplace, and this is all their plot to make big money, you have to not buy GTA 6 on PlayStation 5 later this year. You get what I'm saying? This is not a case where you can complain, but then you can't act. This is a case where if you complain, you have to act. This is not, oh, we hate Pokemon because Pokemon runs like shit. And then everyone runs out and buys the latest Pokemon game, even though it runs like shit, and makes it the best-selling Pokemon game of all time. You can't do that. Because if you do that, then no one will ever change, no one will learn, and everything will stay exactly the same. If you have a problem with Sony's stance right now, you have to take a stand and stop spending money on Sony. Because if they actually take a hit in their pocketbooks, then the management will say, oh, I guess we were wrong. Actually, everyone's opinion does matter, and we have to listen to feedback from the consumers, and we have to now make physical games again. So it's your choice, okay? Want me to give you my take? Here's my take. I don't believe that this is a movement by Sony to control the digital marketplace and charge more. Even though they have done that with certain games, I actually don't think that's why they're doing it. I think this was inevitable. The writing was on the wall many years ago that physical media was going to go away once people bought digital. Now the internet has caught up. You can download every game digitally, every game you buy on release day has an insane 20 gigabyte patch that is the real game updated, not what's on the disc or on the cartridge or on the card. This has been this way for many years, and I've told you this in my content in many years. This is it. It's coming. Prepare yourself. And collectors and people who love physical media always gave me shit and said, no, Phil, rally against. This is ridiculous. No, no, no. And I said, it doesn't really matter what you think. It's coming. These companies are not going to continue to spend to create physical versions of games for you when it doesn't give them any added benefits. And what I said was the only real place that you're going to be able to get a physical game is the collector's edition, where you're spending extra money so that you can get the box, the disc or cartridge, right? The statue that it'll come with, the collector's edition content, the soundtrack, all that. You pay extra, then they will produce that for you. But outside of that, you're not going to be able to get a physical copy, okay? Just so you know. All right, so it was coming. I outright said this over the years, and I think people just wanted to live in La La Land and didn't want to listen to me. Well, now that time is here. It's actually coming to fruition right now. So here's the thing. Do I agree with the decision to get rid of physical games? Do you want to know the truth? I think I do, because it doesn't make sense to produce a physical game that isn't the game. If right now they were making games that were on the disc and that was the game, and you could play it offline, great, but that's not the case. The moment you put the disc into your system, it says update, and then it downloads the real game. You can't even play these games without internet connection anymore. So it never was physical. For many years, like 5+ years, you haven't been able to buy a physical copy of a game. You're just buying a placeholder because people wanted these for their collections. It's already happened. It's just that people wanted to remain ignorant and live in some fantasy world. That's not how reality works. In reality, this has already happened behind the scenes. People just didn't accept it. Well, now it's already happened, okay? Now it's happening mainstream. No physical GTA. No physical games. Sony's phasing them out. If you just don't want to be a gamer anymore, then quit and go do something else as your hobby. But this is the future. It is an all-digital future. You have absolutely nothing you can do about it. Now, what we can do is be proactive. We could try to set up laws and regulations and situations where these companies can't screw us, where you don't buy a game and then they decide 2 years later, oh, we don't have that game anymore. You can't play it, but I bought it. Too bad. We're shutting it down. That's exactly what Sony just did with their movie catalog. They let everyone pay for movies and then said, oh, we lost the licensing rights. You no longer have the movie. But I bought it. I paid $20 for the movie. Well, it's gone. It's deleted. That needs to be stopped. Someone should sue, and a law should be made to protect consumers from that kind of behavior. Okay, that's predatory behavior is what it is. However, the physical games are going away. If you can't handle it, quit being a gamer. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't control the cards here. The companies do. So you can gnash your teeth, you can whine, you can stomp your feet, you can complain, you online yelling. The executives have outright just told you, we don't care. So if you quit spending money, if you quit being a Sony gamer, then maybe Sony will listen. But if you continue to buy the Sony stuff, nothing will change, so you have no right to complain. In my case, it doesn't really affect me. I wasn't buying physical copies anyway, so I'm going to continue to buy whatever I want digitally, wherever I want, and it's fine. There you go. Okay. I know. Rykova says, man, reality is so depressing. Yeah, I know. That's life, man. Life is not everything. Everyone always becomes the winner. Life is not the right thing always triumphs. That's just the truth of it. In reality, a lot of the times in life, it's about making do the best you can, right? Just understanding that sometimes there's necessary evil, that life is not black and white, but a lot of shades of gray. And sometimes you just got to get by, and accepting that not everything can be a win at all times. That's life. And a lot of people can't live with that, and they lose their minds, or they delude themselves. It's this realm of fantasy. These people who live online all the time, who their most important thing to do today is complain about something on the internet, when in reality, their entire life is insanely easy. Everything is provided to them with absolutely no actual strife, stress, risk, They've got all the resources they need to live. Everything's great. So they have the liberty, the privilege to just live online and complain all day. To some people, saying goodbye to physical games is actually the most important issue ever. When in reality, you should be worrying about food on the table, your health, your family member. You know, that's the important stuff. Instead, no physical discs. Okay? It's a fucking video game. Okay. Tommy Tentos, you're absolutely right. He says, it's scary, but when you look at it from a different position, can you see how far gaming has come since the time when we were kids? Exactly. When we were kids, games were insanely primitive, bleeps and bloops on the goddamn screen that barely represented what they were supposed to be, right? Everything came on a giant clunky cartridge or a floppy disk. It took 70 years to load. You know, you were using primitive controllers that broke in your hands as you tried to play it. Now, today, we got the most crazy advanced shit going on, and people still complain. I know. Layla the Witch says, do you think Sony waited for GTA 6 launch year to do this? Not only do I think Sony waited, are you ready for this? I actually think Sony knew GTA 6 was not going to have a physical copy because Rockstar told them ahead of time, and they planned their announcement for directly after the GTA 6 announcement, so it would soften the blow. 100%, I think it was actually conspiring with each other to do it like that, so that it would all hit at the same time. I really believe that Rockstar and Sony talked about it and planned this all out. Absolutely. This stuff is not massive coincidence. Absolutely not. What's my favorite One Piece arc? Ooh. Oh, man. My absolute favorite One Piece arc. Of the ones that I'm very familiar with. Okay, so I have to think about the ones that I'm really familiar with. You know, a lot of people say Alabasta, right? But Alabasta also has a lot of filler. Like, the good parts of Alabasta are good, but then there's a lot of stretched out crap too. You know, I really liked Thriller Bark because it was so different. They were going for a horror theme, which the series has never really delved in. And there was crazy zombies and monsters and stuff. But then Thriller Bark also felt dragged out by the end. I didn't see Marineford. A lot of people say Marineford. I didn't see that one. I skipped it, so maybe I should go back and watch it. It's a tough question. I'd also have to look at all the arcs, like a listing of the arcs, to determine, you know, which one, because I'm probably forgetting some, just quickly thinking in my head. I would say I really like the Alabasta arc, except for some of the crappy filler. Nothing here says it's a privilege to be angry about games or internet drama. The working man trying to pay bills doesn't have time to complain about internet things. You're right. And guess what? If you tell the normal, average person, the working man, about this shit on the internet, they'd be like, what are you, a fucking weirdo loser? Who cares about that? Seriously. Normal people, when they hear about this shit that goes down on the internet, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you care? Why would anyone spend time on that? Don't you have things to do? And the answer is no. People who don't have things to do and have everything provided for them sit on the internet all day acting like fools. Hilarious, because someone just said, well, remember this the next time you bitch about DoorDash. DoorDash is real life. Having something physically delivered to you physically to eat is real life. That's something to complain about. See, you can't even, you're actually so eternally plugged into the internet, you don't even know the difference between something that's virtual and easily avoidable or something that's happening to you in real life. You actually think that the physical food coming to you is not real. You're retarded. Holy shit. Anyway. All right. So we talked about the Sony thing. Let's do a little bit of Q&A to end the show, shall we? Please tag me in either chat. Let's see what you guys want to talk about for the end of the show. Would I try Chinese trading cards? I don't know. The Chinese trading cards by far are the least value. Like, they actually have Chinese Pokemon cards and stuff. They are very low value. I don't know why. Because Japanese is close to English, a little less. But Japanese in general have pretty good value. Chinese is like, they just don't. Nothing really has value. It's more like just, oh, you like how they look? It's kind of like it's just a hobbyist thing, but it's never for collecting. Does that make sense? Exactly. Exodus Gamer says, I saw this coming for years. PC stopped making physical computer games ages ago. Just a matter of time till it happened to consoles. You're right. You're right. PC gamers don't really care, I guess. We already have big digital libraries, and we're not talking about this. New Amato, are you for real? Do you really want me to respond to that, or do you want to just retract your statement now? Because you're not going to like the response. So I suggest you retract your statement and delete your message. That was a really silly thing to say in chat. It really, really was. No, I'm not going to see the new Spider-Man movie. Yeah, Ennie's Lobby is good. That's true. Ennie's Lobby, where they're fighting CP9 to rescue Robin, is pretty good. I'll agree there. That's a good arc. What was the last movie I saw in theaters? I don't remember, but it was around the time of, no exaggeration, I remember I saw Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man movie, what was it called? Spider-Man Homecoming? The first Tom Holland Spider-Man? I saw that one in theaters. That might have been the last time I was in a movie theater. I can't remember, though. New Amato, I'm warning you. He said the same statement again. If I respond to that, you're not going to like it. You're going to be very upset. Because it's a common sense question, but apparently you don't have common sense, so if I answer it, you're just going to be embarrassed. I really don't want to embarrass you. It's a really bad question. Yeah, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to bother. I don't want to embarrass the guy. I actually feel bad. Nothing here says, does the success of Final Fantasy VI make you want to do more DSP loves it streams where you simply play games you absolutely love? Well, here's the thing. Like, what would it be, right? It would be, here's my favorite games of all time. Super Mario World, my favorite platformer of all time. Zelda Link to the Past, my favorite Zelda game of all time. You know that Street Fighter 2 is my favorite fighting game, and I try to play it when I can, but we don't always have success, okay? Other games that mean a lot to me, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger. We've played Chrono Trigger a few years ago. It would be great if they would remake it. It would be great if they would remake Earthbound. I would love that if they would do that. But outside of those classics, right? Mega Man games. We've done marathons of Mega Man that have actually done decently. You know, not always the best, but we've done that, and that's been fun as well, right? But outside of that, I'm trying to think, like, overall, what other games? I would say, since people are really liking Final Fantasy VI, I think eventually I want to play Final Fantasy IV, because that's my second favorite Final Fantasy game of all time is Final Fantasy IV. That's the first one I ever played. I played it as Final Fantasy II. So now I definitely want to go ahead and play that. So, yeah. But outside of that, you know, maybe we could go back and play some classics. Like I said, like maybe do another run of Super Mario World, play Link to the Past again. Those are games that I absolutely love. When was the last time I played Link to the Past? Let's see. So my original playthrough was way back in 2013 during the Summer of Retro. And then I did a second playthrough on the Switch 1 in May 2022. So I did play Link to the Past recently. Okay. What about Super Mario World? Last time I played Super Mario World was 2019. So that's been a long time, over 7 years. It was just around 7 years ago when I played Super Mario World. And that was on Switch 1. So I have already played it. I don't know if people would be interested in seeing me play it again. Yeah. So what else? Like Earthbound? I feel like we played Earthbound recently. We did, 2022. Basically, when these games got ported to Switch 2 online, I played a bunch of them. So I played Earthbound, I played Mario World, you know what I mean? Arguably, I would say, probably we want to play Final Fantasy IV then. No, I only played Earthbound. I never played any of the other Mother games. I don't know. All right. Anything else, guys? Or shall we get ready to end the podcast and get started with Dark Souls 2 for the day? What do you think? Tommy Tento says his favorite playthrough of mine is Elden Ring. The first one, the first run. That was a crazy run, that's for sure. See you later, Jelk. Good show. Okay, I want to say thank you all for the early support. Those who did. I don't even know what we're at. What are we at? $17. Okay, I didn't even know. Thanks for the early support. Please support today's stream. Today, we want to finish off the One Piece packs. Like I said, we have 3 left. If we qualify for those 3 openings, I'll do a bonus pack opening of that Japanese pack that was given to me as a bonus when I ordered the box, okay? I will do that. That'll be cool. So let's get support going for Dark Souls 2. Let's open those One Piece packs and finish that box so we can get back to Pitch Black. And I will get some stuff going on the day off to have new stuff for next week, okay? Okay, guys, that is it. I want to say thank you for attending and supporting the Level 1 podcast. I'll be back on Sunday with another episode. On Sunday, we'll talk about anything that happens on my day off, gaming news, we'll preview the week, we'll chill. It'll be a good day. All right, guys, thank you so much for an outstanding final week of July. I will be back soon. Okay, folks, so what I would like to do, I'm looking at the wrong camera. First of all, I got to move my monitor over so I can actually see all of you over here, so give me a second for that. Okay. Here we are. The pinned comment is a troll. No, it's not. I refreshed the pinned comment to be the correct comment. If the pinned comment is a troll, refresh your screen and it should not be a troll. Because I did accidentally misclick and it pinned a troll comment, and then I retyped my message and pinned it again, and on my screen it's showing as the proper thing. So what might have happened is it didn't refresh on your screen, right? Or did it? If it's not, I'll repin the right thing. But I have it pinned the correct one. On my screen, the right one's pinned. Yeah, YouTube chat's really messed up right now. I don't know what's happened in the last couple of weeks, but like anything I do in YouTube chat, when I click on the chat, it's massively delayed. So like I clicked on a troll to ban him, and then I clicked ban, but then the screen moved and it clicked pin. So it pinned a troll message to the chat for like a minute, and then I fixed it. Stupid thing, like I didn't actively do that. It's the dumb thing doesn't work. The chat is massively delayed. Okay. All right, so it works? Okay. Just wanted to be sure it's correct. Okay. All right. So, very briefly, I'm going to run downstairs, grab my coffee, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to play Dark Souls for roughly about an hour. Then I'm going to go on my formal break of the stream, which will be like a 15-minute break. Then we'll play Dark Souls after that. And if there's support, we'll do pack openings at the end of the stream. So that's the schedule, so everybody knows. But I want to get my coffee to get ready, because we're about to do Shrine of Amana. This is going to be a major pain with this mod. I'm not going to be able to see anything. It's going to be really annoying. So I need my coffee, okay? All right. I'll be right back with coffee, and then we'll play Dark Souls 2. I'll play you guys a little bit of music while I'm gone. Here you go. I'll be right back. kind of bad this account. Stupid thing don't work. Oh, so bad. I told ya. Stupid YouTube chat's way bad today. Like, really delayed. All right. Okay, folks. Well... Let me have a little bit of my coffee, and let's get Dark Souls booted up, shall we? Here we go. Oh, wait. I forgot to go offline, because, you know, if I don't go offline, the hackers will invade. So it's their own fault that I can't play the game if I'm just going to do this. It's their own fault that I can't play the game the way that I wanted to and the way that's intended. What really sucks is I'm well aware that in the Shrine of Amana, there's a lot of secrets. Like, I distinctly remember a lot of hidden, like, caves and walls and things, and I'm not going to have any messages to help me find them. No, it's not your phone, Layla. The YouTube chat has been massively delayed for a couple of weeks. They did some kind of a weird update, and it screwed it up, because at first I thought it was my computer, but I've since restarted and everything. It still runs like ass. So they messed it up bad. I was never banned on Twitch. If you say that again, you're going to get a ban, because that's an outright lie. Never been banned on Twitch. Complete bullshit. We have 49 seconds of torch. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, baby. Okay. Here we go. Well, everyone, it was inevitable. Eventually, I'd have to play Dark Souls 2 again. We're back. And after having completed a lot of the Dranglaic Castle, we made it to the Shrine of Amana, and I ran down there and was immediately slaughtered. This will be interesting because there's a lot of items and hidden things in the Shrine of Amana, but I don't have any torches, and with this path tracing mod, you can't see anything. So that'll be interesting, right? So I guess what we will have to do is figure it out one by one, flubbing it. I know there's secrets and stuff down there, but man, it's going to be a pain. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use an effigy. All right. Okay. Sir Oinksalot, you're a liar. I was suspended on Twitch many years ago. I was never banned. Go fuck yourself and get banned right now for lying. Because you are a piece of human garbage for lying to the audience like that. Enjoy. And it was a temporary suspension that was removed because I did nothing wrong. It was actually an error on their part, and they apologized to me. Okay. What I'm thinking about is, what do I want to do? Like, we missed some stuff in Dranglaic Castle. See? We missed a bonfire. I don't know where we missed a bonfire. Does anyone know where that is, that bonfire? I think, actually, isn't that... Don't you go back after the fact, and then you open the door in the main hallway, and there's a bonfire right in there? I think that's what it is. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? Okay. What's weird is there was another bonfire in Black Gulch we never found. Look. Huh. This is fun how now it shows you the bonfires, and you're like, what? I missed one? Wow, really? I did? I mean, there was even one way up here we missed early on. Right? Wasn't there one? Like, what is this? What is this? Hyde's Tower of Flame, No Man's Work. What did we miss in the middle? There's something missing in the middle? What is it? What's up, Space Jam fan? How you doing? What on earth did we miss here? A whole area of the game we did? How? How did that happen? I have no idea. I don't remember missing any area of the game. Right? We did all this stuff. Well, if anyone has any idea, be sure to let me know what on earth I missed from the beginning of the game. That apparently the game is saying I missed. There's no bonfire I didn't do. because I don't know what that is. Okay? But I guess we will continue with Shrine of Amana for now. Okay. In the dark. Shrine of Amana in the dark. I didn't look up the blue acolyte mod. No, I did not. You know, the problem is it's gonna take time to figure stuff out like that. I don't have that kind of time to research and figure out how to do another mod. So that's why I haven't done it. I know people are saying do the blue acolyte mod. It'll allow you to then play online without the stupid invasions and stuff. Okay, so what I need to figure out what the end looks like that you fall and die. Okay. There it is. You see the end right there? You can actually see the edge of the lake right here. If you go any further than that, you die. Oh, huh. So I got a Twinkling Titanite and a Flame Butterfly. That's good stuff. Twinkling Titanite, obviously, is great. I forget who's actually singing here. I totally forget who's really singing. Yeah, so this blue, what do they call it? The blue whatever mod has anti-cheat. It shouldn't interfere with any mod you have. All you have to do is drag mods files into the DS2 local files and it runs automatically. Yeah, it should work. It won't for me. It should work easily, but for me it'll definitely not work and have tons of problems. So that's where we're headed out there. See the light? Who was singing? Was it the Lizard Man? The Lizard Man was singing? I guess so. I can't see anything. What the fuck? Look at this. The darkest room in the game. The darkest room so far. Talk? That's a woman?
We knew you were coming. And stop singing. We are Milfinito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark.
Oh, so it's them that's singing.
We will sing here forever, as we always have, from long, long ago.
You guys be sure to tell me if the volume is good.
The world outside. And why should we? For we will never leave. Do you seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing.
A miserable pile of secrets.
For we will never leave here.
I like how they say they don't know anything.
When we sing the little one, this. Is there any, perhaps?
Give me a smooth and silky stone.
When we sing the this.
Anyone else in here, or is that it? Oh, what's that? I can't see what it is. Is it a pot? It is one of those stupid pots. Another one? I don't see it. Maybe it's outside. It could be outside. On the other side of the wall. Okay. So this is where you're supposed to go normally. I'm trying to remember if there's any other secret stuff out here. I don't think so. I don't think in this room there is. But I think in the next room there is. Oh, here's a chest. Crimson water. Yeah, look, there's a plague pot right there, and it's hitting me right now. Shit. Curse pot. There's an enemy I can get from behind. A lizard guy. Okay. Okay, ready? And that's it, because that just goes back to where we came from. And there's the fall off right over here. See, you die if you go any further there. Gotta look for the fall off here. Caterade, how are you? This is the fall off right here. So there are items out there, but I'm trying to remember. I think you come from another direction. If I remember correctly, don't you go into the next area and then there's a way to backtrack to get that? I don't think you can walk over there on foot now. I think you die. Caterade, thanks for $5. Says, you know, I played many RPGs. I never heard of a light source on a timer. Yeah, well, that's Dark Souls 2 for you. The entire game based on that mechanic. Probably weird, huh? Here's the edge right here. Whoa, that's the edge right there. Holy shit, I almost died. Yeah, so let's go back. That's definitely not how you do it. Oh shit, where'd you come from? We're getting the Archdrake armor sets. I think the idea is that they're glowing, so you think that they're items, and then you go to see what it is, and then the enemy attacks you, right? I think that's what they're going for. These guys can drop human effigies, if I remember correctly. There's 2 more of them right there. Are they coming for me? Not yet, but they get close, they're gonna aggro. I think the idea is you can't see, so then you're gonna fall off here because you can't see the edge. That's what they're trying to get you to do, to walk and fall off. So this Archdrake armor set, isn't this what I was wearing in my original run? The Dick Lightning outfit that I was wearing and everything? I'm pretty sure it was that Archdrake set. Yep, this is the fall right here, so you can't go any further that way. You gotta go from the next room and backtrack to get to that. Hey, wait a minute. I did get a torch here. I didn't see how many, though. I got, I think, 3 torches, so I have 15 minutes of torch if I need it. That's good. So honestly, in this version, this is a little easier. I remember in the original, it's harder because the lighting's a little different, and those enemies are more tricky. I actually missed something out there. Look, do you see that? It looks like there was one of those, 1 or 2 of them out there, and I didn't kill them. See, they're sparkling. But yeah, I remember in the original, it's trickier. It's harder to see in this area. I guess because the lighting is actually different, it's actually easier in this version, which is really weird. So there's the ground right here. I'm trying to see it. Oh, man, it's really hard to see. It's right next to me here. See the ground? Because there might be a secret here, but I can't fucking see. You know what? I'm going to use a torch. Oh, look at this. There was a chest literally directly in front of me that I couldn't see. Holy shit. A dragon charm. And that's it. Dead end. See? Okay. The water effects are awesome, right? So I think coming up, there's going to be a bonfire somewhere. Getting a good amount of twinkling titanite from this area. I'm almost positive there's a bonfire coming in. Well, this room looks cool. Is that the bonfire to the right? You see that red? That might be it. I'm not sure, though. I remember there being an incredible amount of secrets along the wall here. And I also remember these homing magic guns. Why do I have no health? What the fuck is happening? Why are you tapping the wrong direction, you fucking idiot? I can't move. This is nonsense. I couldn't move. What it is you're in water. So as you're in water, you're already slow. You're like moving more slowly and you have less stamina. And then they're sniping, and for some reason, basically if anything happens in this room, you're like insanely slow. And it makes no fucking sense because it's just really stupid. There's no reason for it. But the way they designed it is so annoying that it's just an insanely fucked up room. It really is. It's a really fucked up room. There's a lot in there. There's giant monsters in there. And I remember there's a lot of secrets along the edge of the room. There's a secret room there. If I remember correctly, there might be a secret bonfire. And I think there's like Estus shards and shit in that room. So it's a nice room to explore. But it's going to be a nightmare to do in this run for sure. No, you didn't hit me. You didn't fucking hit me. You're so full of shit. The hitbox was terrible. Literally didn't touch me. See how slow you move? Staff of Amana. So where was the other one? Because another one just tried to snipe me? I totally remember there's secrets along the side here. There are definitely secrets in this room. Along the walls. I think there's a secret room to the left-hand side of this room, somewhere along it. And I'm almost positive there's a hidden bonfire or good item along the wall. Frozen. Unreal.
Level up completed.
Okay. Big guy right there with a big mallet. See, once again, they removed all my healing items. Yes, they did. Okay. So I distinctly remember stuff to the left over here. Distinctly remember. Mastodon. But if you fall off here, you die. Bullshit. I did not roll in that direction. I rolled straight towards him and it rolled to the right. Because the game's controls are fucking terrible. You saw what happened. The camera rotated. So when the camera rotates, it auto forces you to go a different direction. And it rolled me in the wrong direction and killed me. Completely fucking lame. I could just skip that guy, I think. I think because there is a wall. Like, I think there's something behind him back there. So I think I need to skip him. I wanted to kill him, but this is going to take too fucking long because he has too much health. It's so fucking annoying. The game is so stupid in this part. I hate it. Fucking dumb shit. By the way, thank you to Cyrax, who auto-resubbed on Kick. That's our first sub of the day. And Dr. Soundwave became a super supporter. Thank you, Dr. Soundwave. So, that's about $7 of support for the stream. Thank you, Dr. Soundwave. I appreciate that very much. And thank you guys for that support. If you guys enjoy Dark Souls and all of its madness, please support the stream. All right? Let's get some support for the Dark Souls madness today. I couldn't fucking roll even though I pressed it. I love the bullshit in this fucking game. I pressed it, doesn't do anything. Game's so full of it. Okay. Unreal. Insane slow-mo, won't let me move, won't let me do anything. Terrible. Like I said, most people actually really hate this part of the game. They detest it because of the water and the sniping. I don't blame them. Like I said, the room is cool. If you can slowly take your time and you kill everything and you explore, there's a lot of good stuff in the room. But it's just a fucking arduous pain in the ass. Because you can't move in the water. It really makes you sluggish. And then on top of it, you're getting sniped from every fucking direction. And then you dodge, and the dodge doesn't come out right. It comes out the wrong direction or slow. And then you fucking get hit. And then you get stun locked. And then you can't move. Like, come on. Again, it's very wild to me that when you're kind of an outsider, you don't get it. But now that I've played the other ones, including, you know, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, and you come back to this one, you're like, oh, like, wow, this one really does stink. It really is the worst one because of the gameplay mechanics. It's not made by the same people, so the game plays totally differently with some of these movement mechanics and everything, and it's garbage compared to the other ones. So frustrating. Look at that. How did you just fucking hit me like that? This is insanity. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely fucking nuts. Their attacks track so far. Now I'm remembering, the bonfire is next. The bonfire is in the end of that room. So if I just run straight through the room, I should get to the bonfire. And then you can resume from in there. And it's a lot easier to backtrack and explore the room. I just remembered. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to just turbo through the room. Get to the end. And then when I have the bonfire, backtrack slowly. Because once you're past the snipers, they don't look at you. So you can go kill them from behind. And the room is way easier that way. I've totally remembered. But once you run through it once, you're good. So I got to just try to run through the room once. I also remember in my original run, which was the Dick Lightning run. Anyone remember Dick Lightning? So basically, later on in the game, you get an overpowered lightning spell. And in the original run of Dark Souls 2, lightning was the most overpowered spell in the game. So you could just stand from maximum distance, chucking lightning bolts at everything and killing it and sniping it, and nothing could ever get near you. So that's how I cleared that room in the first game, as I ran through it, and then I went back to it later with the lightning, and I just killed everything. Okay. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to try to turbo through the room. Get past everything. Don't even worry about fighting. Just get past everything. And get to the bonfire. Also, I remember zigzag works here. Zigzag tap. See, sharp zigzags, they work. Nice. All right. Yeah, in there is the bonfire. That's the death. This way. Called it. Absolutely called it. I remembered it. Sweet. Phew. See, so now from this bonfire, you're free to go around and explore. Because this is a great middle place, so you don't have to go back. See this? Now, yeah, see? There's a secret bonfire, and it's in the middle. So what I'll do now is I'm going to backtrack, all right? And I'm going to head towards the way we came, but go from behind so I can kill everything without it sniping me. And see if we can clear out that room. I think there's a lot of good items in that room, including with that big dude, who, what is that, the Dragon Knight or Dragon Rider? If you get past him, there's a wall, and in that wall, if I remember correctly, there's secrets, like a bonfire and other shit. So, okay. Hoy. We did it. Pain in the butt, but we did it. Okay. Doesn't work. I'm literally fucking attacking. He just stands there and doesn't do anything. This part of the game fucking sucks. The water, for some bizarre reason, makes it so that your attacks don't come out. I'm literally standing right in front of him, just attack. Nothing happened. Like, is he gonna attack? Is he ever gonna fucking attack? I guess not. Like, no, I'm not just standing there not pressing buttons. I'm fucking attacking and nothing happens. See how slow I am? I can't move any faster than this right now. I got a twinkling titanite off her. Wow. I might actually be able to go level my weapon up, because I got a ton of twinkling titanite in this area so far. You gotta love that he completely ignored my string of attacks and hit me anyway. Like, what the fuck? Oh, great. He picked me up. Of all the attacks for him to use, any attack would have been fine. I didn't want to roll because it would have put out my torch. He grabs me. He literally could have used any normal attack. I would have been okay. He uses the grab. The bummer here is I don't remember the items in the room. Like, I don't know if that's a good item or not. And I don't know if I need it. And that sucks. Grab is instant death if you don't have an insanely huge health pool. Yes, you need a huge health pool to survive that grab. So now fighting this ogre in the dark is like impossible. All I want is the item. I didn't need it. Stupid dress. Yeah, I didn't need it. See the lighting glitch there for a second? I wonder how to get up here, because you gotta step up, but I don't know how you step up on here without falling. I'm remembering out there's stuff. I'm trying to remember how to get to this stuff, because I know you can, but I don't remember how. There might be like a walkway over there, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think you have to go over there, and there might be a walkway long ways over there. That's where we've already been. Item way the fuck out there. Oh no. Are those the petrify guys? I think they are. I think there's a bunch of petrify guys in the water over there. Do you see it? So I might have to use a torch to see here. Yeah, I'm almost positive those are petrify guys. Oh. Okay. Gatorade, thanks for $5. What From Software gameplay mechanics are you starting to get tired of or think are outdated? One thing that's very annoying about most FromSoft games, not all, because Sekiro doesn't have this, but is the delay. Whenever you go to attack, there's already a built-in delay. That's incredibly annoying. That's just very, very frustrating, especially in a game where, like, if it would just respond the moment that I press the button, I'd be able to dodge, but it doesn't. There's always a delay, you know? Someone tipped me $1.50 asking about the beach. I don't go to the beach. Thanks for a $1.50 tip. And Mundo with a $2 super chat. I stopped doing it for my daughter to come watch. Oh? I don't know what you're talking about, Mundo, but thanks for $2. I don't know what that means. Okay. Aha. Fire Tempest spell. So I don't need that. There's another stupid ogre out here. How are you going to fight it with no stamina? Because you're in water. That's what I was afraid of, because I was just about to pull out my torch to see. That's exactly what I was afraid of. I'm pretty sure if you go that way, that leads you back to the first room, and those items that were far away in the first room, that's how you get to them. I'm almost positive. At this point, I'm debating, is it worth it to even keep exploring the room? Because I don't remember what's in it. And I'm almost out of flame butterflies, and I'm burning my torches down. And I'm going to need my torches to continue. So I'm almost thinking, forget it. What a pain in the ass. I'm almost positive that there's good items in the room, but I don't remember where they are. It sucks. Nice waste of time, right? What a great mechanic again. A mechanic that never really appears again in Dark Souls. This stupid everything breaks mechanic. And everything needs to be repaired constantly. It's just completely fucking stupid. Garbage gameplay. Ugh. Why can't I lock onto the enemy standing in front of me? He's literally right fucking there. God, this game sucks sometimes. What the? Where did this one come from? You've gotta be joking me. Can I repair the second dragon ring? I think you can, but I don't remember how. I have repair powder, but I don't fucking know how to do it. Nope, doesn't work. Can't do anything. A boss. I can't see. I can't see. I can't do anything. Fuck this stupid shit, man. So annoyed. And now, of course, the problem is my ring's broken. If I go over here, that giant thing is back. So in order to get to the boss, I have to keep going past this thing that breaks all your equipment. So I think that's what you're expected to do. Take everything off. Then put it all back on. As stupid as that is, that's what they want you to do. I mean, this is already busted. I might as well leave it off. Excuse me. I can't roll. I'm already dead. I can't move. They start attacking, I roll, nothing happens because you're in the water. It's even more fucking delayed, so you can't roll. This sucks. I just want to get back to the boss and fight it, and I can't because the game is so designed so fucking poorly. It just wants to piss you off. Now I gotta do all this again. Look. Wow, this is, wow, great game design. Just waste my time and piss me off. Wow, amazing gameplay, huh? Fucking great. Amazing fucking gameplay. Why? Why design the game like this? Why say, we want to piss off the gamer? We don't want to have to be challenging. We want to just piss you the fuck off. Thanks. Thanks, you fucking dickheads. I really get why people don't like this game. More so than ever, I get it now. Legit have no idea where the door was that led to the boss. I can't find it now. Where was the door? I don't even see it. Do you guys even see the fucking door? I don't see it. It was to the left because I killed those two guys. I killed the one mage and then I got invaded. So I ran to the left and there was a door. Where the fuck is it? I don't even see it. Not gonna use a bow, there's no point. I'm just gonna do what I'm doing, take everything off, kill it, and then go walk past it. There's no point in wasting arrows on this thing. Now, for some reason, I'm at 51%. Even though this is what I've been wearing all fucking along. I don't get it. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Just happened. My camera rotated completely backwards. You're still hitting me. Oh my god, this game is something else. Okay. So key to the embedded, is this where we have to go back to the Dranglade Castle, and there was the guy who was locked, like embedded in the door, and I think that maybe opens the door? I think that's what that is. Let's look. I'm pretty sure it's a key item. Huh? Bang key. It doesn't have... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I just got a key. It's not in my inventory. Where is it? It's a weapon? What? Sword that opens the embedded's door. It's shaped like a weapon, but is in fact a key. Plunge it into the embedded to bring a rapsic end to its fate. This game is freaking weird, but it's time for my break. This game is weird. Seriously. All right, well, it's time for my break, and when we come back, we're going to go do that. We're going to backtrack, and we're going to go in that door, and we're going to get that and keep going. Cool. All right, everyone. It's time for my break. I'll be back in 15 minutes or so. Please enjoy the break, and when I come back, we will play more Dark Souls 2. Please support the stream. When I get back, what's up, Satan? Good to see you. I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy some highlight clips while I'm gone. Here we go. Let's unmute.
Sunk. That was a quick 4-hour journey.
Okay.
The end.
All right.
Oh shit! I wasn't looking. I was reading stream chat. I was reading. I still have 0 health, by the way. So what the? Huh? I grabbed arrows and died. I wasn't even near the fire. What? I pressed jump. I'm getting pissed with this fucking shit. I pressed fucking jump. Jump on it. See, he delays. He actually delays. Fucking stupid PS3 Blu-ray bullshit. Or not Blu-ray, I'm sorry, Bluetooth. I'm fucking rotating! I'm rotating now. I won't even rotate the fucking controller to throw the rock back. I'm gonna smash this fucking thing. I tried to go, dude, swear to God, I was pressing R2. I swear to fucking God. The fucking controls don't work in this boss fight. I saw it and mashed the fuck out of R2 and he didn't do shit. I pressed jump. I fucking pressed it. Work, controls, work. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. You're out of your mind. I pressed R2. This is fucking bullshit. All of the controls in this boss fight are delayed and don't work properly. This could have been perfectly fine if the fucking controls worked. Punch the button. I can't. No button of mine punches the button. Punch the switch. How do you punch the fucking switch? I'm so tired of this shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought that I was done. I thought that it was lit up, so I changed it. And oh my God, this game fucking sucks ass. It's unfucking real. This fucking game pisses me the fuck off. Seriously, this is the most frustrating fucking game of the year because Kojima's a fucking asshole. Now my controller don't even work. I slammed it so hard. Ah! That's my controller right now. Stop doing that. I can't move. I'm stuck. What the fuck is this? Look at this. I'm standing on the side of the vehicle with my legs stuck in the fucking metal. I can't move. I'm stuck to the vehicle. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't move.
What is going on? What a great... Oh, I finally got out. What is happening in this piece of garbage game, man?
Follow me.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's do this. Watermelons or strawberry? From... Ew. Squishy. So it says you gotta continue on by yourself. Damn, you heard the ew. Oh, man. This is sucker born every minute. Look at his body. Oh, God, look at his arm under... Ah! His arm. No, don't do it again. Oh! A second squishing. This poor guy. Oh, my God, look at his body now. So, would you stop attacking? No, don't do it. Oh! Oh, no. Oh, come on. Lord have mercy. All right, we got to kill it. Lord have mercy. Come on, man. This poor guy's body. Yo, quad squish. Oh, my. Look at the blood. Oh, my God. All right. No. All right. I've had enough. I can't keep watching this. I'm going to fucking piss myself. Oh, hey, look. It's Master Chief.
I wasn't looking at you. I wasn't looking at anyone.
Fuck you. Son of a bitch. That's what I think of fucking Halo. Oh! It's a Halo fanboy! A Microsoft fanboy! You fucker! Come here! An Xbox One aficionado! Beat him up! Oh! Oh, fuck you too, another one, huh? Both you guys want to have online all the time? Alright, fine, you can have my fist all the time, too. Here, let's see. Use your Connect to record your fucking ass whooping. How about that, you son of a bitch? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck you, you little shit. Oh, shit, I gotta get out of here. Uh-oh. Look at this dick. Oh my God, what the fuck? What? What the fuck just happened? What? What the fuck was that? I tried to fishtail the car so the car would, you know, flip. Instead, the car instantaneously exploded and propelled us like a fucking pinball backwards 4 million feet, and then our car exploded. What? Alright, we're gonna see if this works. Look at the pictures. Did you see the pictures? That shit looks hilarious. Ah, who am I? Oh, crap. It's horrible. It's hilarious. Look at this. Oh, you mean the balls, dude. The hell's going on? What the fuck is this? This is awful. What? Oh my God, we're scissoring. Oh, we're scissoring. Oh my God. Oh, this is disgusting. He's fucking me. Oh, he's fucking me. Oh my God. This is revolting. A fish just jumped on my chest. Oh, this is some sick S&M shit. Yo. What is happening here? What the hell? Dude, what the hell was that? It's coming over here. Hello? Hello, sir? Do you know where the nearest save point is? Do you know where the fucking save point is, you fucking limey bastard? I need to save my fucking game and not lose 23,000 blood, you fucker. Look at this. Damn it. He looks badass, too. He's got a giant fucking blade or something on his hand. Look at it. What is it? He looks like some fucking... Looks like Boba Fett. Dude, he's Boba Fett. Hi. Oh, Jesus Christ! Well, that's it for me.